Hi guys, for those people needing a bit of a bigger setup, the ZHIYUN Crane 4 has been a very popular choice for good reason. It supports a ton of weight, yet it is relatively affordable compared to other gimbals in its class. But relatively affordable, it's still $749, and that is out of the budget of a lot of people. Well, speaking of budget, enter ZHIYUN's budget line, the Cinepeer line. This is the Crane 4E, and it can do pretty much all of the things that the Crane 4 can do for a whole lot less money, minus a couple of bells and whistles that you might not need. This one is coming in at $499 full retail price, and with all of the discounts of the introductory offer, you can get it for $424. $424 for a payload like this with motors like this. That is a crazy deal. We need to talk about it. $424, can you believe it? You can. Hee. Now, ZHIYUN contacted me to do a sponsored video for the Crane 4E, and I hope that they are going to be okay with the fact that I would recommend this to at least 90% of the people out there over the Crane 4. This does have a few extras, and we will talk about those, but someone like me, and maybe someone like you, doesn't need those extras. I mean, I have my heaviest setup that I could concoct here in the laboratory. This is the Viltrox Lab, coincidentally. The Viltrox Lab lens 135, which is 1,300 grams. I also have my FX30, which is the same size as an FX3 to give you some perspective, and a cage for that FX30. And this gimbal is on. This is fully balanced. Look at this. I can put it into selfie mode. It just goes, no problem. This is not an issue for this gimbal. Oh, it's an issue for my wrist. I got to start working out. But look at this. This gimbal just, that works great. The delts. They're going to be sore tomorrow. Now, if you do need some extra support with your big setup, you can buy this optional wrist rest and handle accessory, which I do find really great if I'm using a big setup for a longer period of time. This is adjustable, and so is the wrist rest, and it's surprisingly effective. Of course, you can buy those accessories with the original Crane 4 as well. And of course, it's no secret what I think of the ZHIYUN gimbals, because I've talked about them a lot on this channel. I think out of all the brands, they're actually the smoothest. Your footage comes out the smoothest with the least amount of effort. That is at least my experience. And the bigger gimbals are even smoother than their little gimbals, like the Weebill 3S and the Crane 4 and now the 4E, just silky smooth. They're actually quite easy to balance as well. These large gimbals, you have a lot of room with the arms. The arms are big and sturdy. The motors are very strong. They have locking mechanisms on each arm, so I find it a breeze to balance as well. Now, a cool feature both of these gimbals have, you got to back up a little bit there, Viltrox lens. You crowd me. Behemoth of a lens. If you are a TikToker and a booty popper, you are set, because these things can switch to vertical video very fast. It's the best integration I have seen on any of the gimbals. You just slide it out right here, just like that, and then you just slide it right back down over this right here, and now you are good to go. Just balance it up and then go ahead, pop your booty. And to take it off again is no effort. Just press the button again and then slide it right back on there. Look at that. I did that in real time. That is fantastic. You are going to have to rebalance it when you switch to vertical video mode. It's just a demonstration. Of course, it has all of the modes you would come to expect: pan, follow, lock, follow, point of view, go mode, which is for super sporty mode, vortex for that Alfred Hitchcock, or portrait, which is not the same thing as vertical video, but it is a way to sort of get that vertical video look. If you don't want to actually balance it, then you just got to hold it there like that, but it puts it in position for you. So there you go. And vortex mode is similar to portrait mode in that it puts it in this position, but then you just press the joystick and then it starts spinning there, so you can get that cool effect that so many people like in their films. When you go into the app, you'll see the red record button. If you're connected to Bluetooth, start and stop recording. Also, if you go into photo mode, you can take a panorama. It will do it for you. You can do a time lapse, or you can do a trajectory photography. So you can set different points for your photo and then let the gimbal do the work for you. And if you click on these three little dots right here, you can sync motion with your phone. So just press that on and there you go. The camera will go up and down or side to side right now. You can also turn on the roll axis, but I find it's easier just to use the pan and the tilt axis when I am in this mode. You can also set the mode for maximum speed and maximum smoothness. I would recommend, if you're going to use your phone to do that, put it on smoothness. You can also use the settings to calibrate the arms, calibrate the motor, and change the strength of the gimbal. And of course, you will update your gimbal from this app. So not the most fully featured app in the world, but it definitely is a good app, and it gives you some flexibility with your gimbal. It'll be the same functionality with the app with both the gimbals, the 4E and the 4. The Crane 4 weighs 1.67 kilograms, and the Cinepeer is slightly lighter at 1.63 kilograms. They have the exact same dimensions. They are both for DSLR cameras or small film cameras. The buttons and dials on the 4 are the same as the 4E. They both have the same 1.22-inch touchscreen, the same ports, and the same 12-hour runtime on a full charge. So what extras do you get if you get the original Crane 4? Well, if you get the full package, you get this nice carrying case. Looks like a little briefcase with ZHIYUN written on it. Packs up nice and neat, very convenient for carrying. The 4E just comes in a plain cardboard box because they are saving costs and passing it on to you. The build is a tiny bit more premium. It has this nice rubber sleeve for the metal arms, but the metal arms are the same, and the black might look a little bit better to your eye. I'm not sure. I think this is kind of cool. Looks like a stormtrooper, but the plastic does feel a little less premium on the 4E than the Crane 4. However, I think this still feels pretty much as good as this one, but let's just go with this as a slightly more premium build. The Crane 4 does come with a 10-watt bicolor light, so if you need a little bit of light, and I have used this light on occasion, so it is a bit of a benefit. It is not just a gimmick, and it even has a little diffuser cap that comes in that nice little briefcase you just saw. So if you want a light on your gimbal, then the Crane 4 is the way to go. There you have it. For my money, I would pick up the Cinepeer Crane 4E all day, unless you really need those extras that come with this Crane 4, which is still an awesome gimbal. It's just I would prefer to leave out those extras and save the cash. So big thanks to ZHIYUN for sponsoring this video, and big thanks for making the budget line so good. Now let me know down below what you think. What is your favorite gimbal and why? We'll have a nice little discussion about it. Thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.